down the hammer and pick up the pencil. You're about to listen to the Savvy Radio Show. Learn from real-life real estate investors, experience revealed with the Savvy Landlord as your host.
Yo, what up? Welcome to the Savvy Radio Show. Man, I'm excited. I don't know, I always say that, but I truly am excited. You know why? Because I'm kind of back up on the horse or on the grind. And I want to give mad love to my friends out there that have texted me and emailed me, encouraged me to get back on it, that the podcasts have been encouraging them. And, you know, sometimes there's some dark places that a lot of people go to. They don't even confess or tell them about it. I understand. And I'm just excited that you just reached out to me. Thank you for all my friends. A few of them, but I appreciate you. And so one thing I'm still trying to grow and trying to figure out is how to get out of the Mick and Meyer, how to get out of something, a deal didn't go through, your best friend flipped you off, or you may even have a marital situation. How to keep going. You know, I remember when my mom died, it was a rough situation, but, you know, I always think to myself, I'm like, there's nothing else I can do. I can only move forward. She's in a great place, and, you know, and I just have to accept the fact that happens. And, you know, some people are like, oh, you need to mourn more. You know, what other people's opinion or experiences, they may not be the one for you. They may be a really good person in your life, but what they're saying may not be the right information for you. You gotta get around the people. And not just one, get around several people that you trust and that you can confide in, and you can't do this deal alone. And if you can't find someone, and you're kind of a little introvert out there, you might want to try some books. You might even, I don't hardly ever plug my book, but I just had this. I'm gonna plug my book. It's called the Savvy Radio Show. I mean, that's what we're listening to. I'm not even reversed on being a self-promoter. Sad, but it's the Savvy Landlord, a common sense approach to real estate investing. What does this have to do with this? Here's the thing. You know, one comment, someone actually read the book. You know, I found that this is not the industry to be in because people don't read. And the sad thing is, if you do read, you do well, you make money. But that's just me, because I was broke, dumb, and uneducated. I read, and here I am today. But someone told me this one thing about my book that really just resonated with me, and I hope that when I say this will motivate you, not necessarily to buy the book. I'll even give you a free copy, dadgum. But here's the deal. This person said, I felt sorry for you when I read your book. And I was like, oh, okay, you feel sorry for me. And I realized, she's like, I can't believe you endured all of that. And that's the truth. I tried to write a book. That's the real deal. It's, oh, yeah, I'm a millionaire. Here, raise your hand. You know, everybody, it's all a shame. No, to really be where you want to be, it's not easy. You're going to endure some pain. And the reason why I wrote the book for real is for you to give you hope, to give you motivation, and ultimately to say, listen, I did it. Some poor kid from New Jersey with a single mom, brother went to a foster home, dad deadbeat, not even around. It's even sad. It breaks my heart today when I even get on Facebook and I see my dad loving on someone else's grandkids. And I'm like, he doesn't even know my kids, but he's on Facebook messing around, taking them on trips. And don't even know my children. He don't even know me. It's sad. But see, when you read about other people that have endured, that went to the next level, that have grown through the thick, it motivates you. And that's what you need to do. That's what I'm doing. Man, I'm going deep down into books and reading, and I'm actually really going back to the basics. I'm like, how did I get here? And the podcasts that continue to come to me, like, you know, I'm talking to somebody, some young entrepreneur trying to grow. I'm like, you gotta know the basics. You gotta know the basics. You gotta get. It's like the fundamentals. Everybody wants to be a hooper, right? But they don't know what a jump stop is. They don't know how to do a layup properly. You got to do the fundamentals. What's the fundamentals? Hey, I'm going to break off some fundamentals to you. Now get ready. Listen, I was I was on another podcast in my mind. Listen, I just had to switch notes. And this has been a podcast that I've been writing for a few days. And, this is all off the cuff, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls around the world. First of all, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for all my folks that have just said hi. I had a dude, I don't want to say his name. He texted me. He's like, I've been there. And, it was juicy that there's people out there that are going through what you're going through. And I'm telling you right now, there's somebody in your world that needs that type of encouragement, and let them know. So, number one, I haven't organized this stuff, but this is stuff that's been flowing off of me about business basics. Remember, fundamentals. One, you have to be committed beyond your capacity, beyond what you can think about. I never knew that I would be doing transactions that I would ever thought today. I couldn't even conceive. Even last night, I was in a studying of an apartments, and it's just fascinating me that I can understand calculations and cap rates and do mathematical equations, and it's simple, right? But it's beyond my capacity. When I started real estate in 1999, I'm not the same person. I'm not buying the same deals. But see, the thing is, I've been committed. I've been down from Jump Street. The minute I read Rich Dad Poor Dad, 1990, or actually it was like 1997. I know it's so long ago. Feel me? And I sold everything I owned, and I started buying cribs for $2,000 down. I was like, I've been committed, relentless. Even these last couple of months has been a struggle. No deals, wholesalers selling me out, going with other folks. They forgot where they came from. It's all good. You know who you are. You just got convicted. Yeah, you feel me? I hope you're listening. Because you should be going back to the people that taking care of you, the people that are going to be there for you. Yeah, someone's going to try to offer you $5,000 more, but don't forget where you came from. You're going to chase a dollar. It's going to bring you down the wrong road. Stick with the team that got you where you've been and where you're going to go. Go with the team. Think about it. I always think about, man, where are all the wholesalers at that when I was in the game, they're not in the game no more. And guess where they working? At the gas station, grocery store, UPS. But the people that I played with in 1999 that rose me up, they live in large today. I'm still with the same team because I am committed. I'm starting to love the millennials, but are they committed? You trying to dance? Man, I'm telling you, Google this up. The Guru story. Eric Thomas, this dude, Guru story, ET. Just watch that deal. Are you willing to commit to death? The thing for me, people, the thing for me is like I had nothing. I got nothing to lose. This is all a dream to me. One day, I'm probably going to get sued somewhere. I don't know. I hope not. But I'm just saying something, and I've had been. But see, I look at it as perspective. It's been wild. It's who you become. It's the process. The people that I get to hang out with, people call me an expert, and I just internally I'm like, yeah, okay. I've just failed a lot more. But I'm telling you, I'm committed. I'm committed to the ministry. I'm committed to the people at all creeds and everything. You've got to be committed at all costs. Now, you're going to get some naysayers, relatives. Oh, you can't do it. You ain't smart enough. You got no money. The crazy thing, check this out. And I need to get this on tape. But I started coaching in January. I had some issues. Some finances didn't work out. And someone approached me and they said, hey, would you coach me? Now, I get all comfortable about this position because I see all these gurus charging 10 G's, 40 G's, and they just abusing people. And I was like, okay. So back in April, we did the investor weekend, and some folks saw me on stage, and I don't even think I even brought the heat, but they approached me, and they were like, hey, do you coach? And I said, okay. They seem motivated. They seem committed. And I said, okay, let's meet once a week and let's grind this mess out. And I'm telling you, we were just reminiscing. It was just 4 months ago. They got 4 cribs and they bought all those cribs with no money down. Wow. Now, does it make Steve VanCauwenbergh the best coach in the world? Some may say. To me, I just met with him. I just was accountable, and I just said, you can do it. Do this, do that. But the thing is, these folks did it. I prayed and wished upon them, and I hope that they do what I tell them to do. That's the problem. Most people that get coaching, they don't do what the dude tells you to do, what the girl tells you to do. See, it's real simple for me. I just read a book. It says, do this, do that. It says, buy assets, buy assets. And I was just listening to another book, and, you know, multiple streams of income. It's coming out, guys. I'm working on it. You got to read that book. Get ahead of me. Right? I read it years ago. I'm back up on it. And remember, I'm going back to the basics. You know, the question that he said today was, what did you do today that would give you passive income? I mean, what'd you work on today? I'm like, wow. You driving to your job? Is that working on passive income? No, get out. I'm like, okay, I'm working on this. I was like, I need to work on my rentals. I need to go like I used to do. I used to look at houses every day. 10 minutes a day. I remember when I was working with that couple, I've only been 4 months. They got 4 cribs, still coaching them. I can't wait. They're going to be stars. And I remember vividly when we sat down, it's not going to be easy. You're going to have to look at 100 cribs. That's the basics. That's the fundamentals. 100 cribs. You want to be wealthy, you got to get up in the cribs. You got to see them. Oh, is that on paper? No, it's on paper and in person. Until it's just flawless. I'm telling you, it's just awesome. I was coaching somebody yesterday. I walked on the property. It's like, nope. Before I even got on the property, I knew it was a dud. And then when the seller came, I just profiled the seller and I was just explaining to the young buck, dude, this is this guy. He's lying to you. He's saying these things. This is how he's acting. This is why. So stay away. Don't buy are you committed? That's number one. Are you committed? You got to set a time to be all in. Don't let other people rob you. I mean, I said this quote again yesterday. I want to say it again. This is my favorite thing. It says you have to be committed beyond your capacity. Man, somebody, when I die, you need to put that on my tombstone. I don't mean I'm going to have a tombstone. I'm going to be crispy. But what I'm saying is you need to put that on some T-shirt. I'm committed beyond my capacity. I'm committed beyond my capacity. I'm going to go big beyond what I can think I can do. I love the scripture more than you imagine, more than you could think of. Bam, where I'm at today, I can remember sitting in a 1-bedroom apartment. My mom would say, no, you can't have no friends over. And I never understood why, because my mom lived in the living room. Beyond, I'm committed beyond my capacity. Now, you got to set a time for success. Listen, right now, I'm doing my time. Early in the morning, people kind of text me, nope. I'm committed to education. I'm committed because I know the more that I know, the more that I make, the more that I read, the more that I can help people. So I don't let other people rob my time. Somebody needs to hear that today. Who is it? Don't let somebody rob you of your time. What if this dude that I'm trying to help, he got me frustrated. I said, yo, have you been reading the books? He said, yeah. I said, you ain't applying it. Somebody's robbing you of it. You got to be this crazy about it. If you really want to do it, you got to get buck wild about it. Don't let other people rob your time. Now, another one. You are the leader. A, you're the leader of your own life. B, you're responsible for all the success and failure that you have in your life. It's on you. It's not because of a tragic accident. It's not because of I'm telling you, I watched the dude on football. Did you see the Nike deal? No one-arm guy doing it. Dude with no legs, arm wrestling or whatever. I saw the commercial one time, and it's all controversy. Talk about something else, ladies and gentlemen. But they did it. They took responsibility. Man, I can go on. Here's some other notes. Okay. And here's another one. You can be rich, right? But you got to, simple. It's real simple. You got to know what you want. What is it? Is it money? Is it health? Is it wealth? Is it growth and business, success? And what is success to you? Success to me is being with my family. For success to you could be a Lamborghini. Someone said to me the other day, I don't know if you know this, I talked about this in January. My goal is to give away 100 G's this year to the church. And some homeboy brought this to my attention, and I took a few losses this year, pretty bad. And to the tune of $200K total. And dude's like, you could have bought a Lamborghini by now. He said, you could have bought a Lamborghini by now. See, that's his success. That's not my success. No, my homeboy that brought that up was awesome, because he wasn't saying I should buy a Lamborghini. He was just giving me perspective. See, you could have the goals and dreams, but you got to have a perspective. If you chasing after something, you ain't home and your children don't know your name, it's not really worth it. You got to get smarter. Now, I love E.T. He's like, you got to get up early. 3 a.m., 5 a.m. You got to read the books. You might have to reach out and call somebody and say, could you help me? Can you coach me? I have a deal. Could you help me? Right? You got to go above and beyond. You got to go beyond your capacity. Something that you wouldn't do before, you got to do now. Something that you wouldn't touch a snake. I remember, I don't know if you follow me on Facebook, but this is crazy. If you really knew me, because I'm about to come out strong on this one. I don't like fishing. I think it's the wackest thing in the entire world, for real. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disrespect you. But all of a sudden, here I am, VC, hypocritical. Guess what I've been doing lately, last couple of days? Fishing. Why? Because of my children and my wife. They like it. My wife likes it, just to be together as a family, hanging around with some dirty A smells and stuff. And I'm the man of the family. And my boy, he likes it. He's got a totally opposite personality to me, and he likes to fish. So I have to ask myself, what am I here for? What am I doing? I'm being a dad. 15 more years. I got to go 15 years. Then I'm gonna get real crunked up out there in the business world. Right now, I'm just playing. I'm only working 3 to 4 hours a day. I'm not even really doing the capacity when I used to be real at this 16, 18 hours. I wake up, work, fall asleep, boom, wake up, work, fall asleep. Now I got a life. I gotta do these things. But I learned something on this fishing thing. I had to go above and beyond my capacity. I had to touch the damn fish. It's nasty. And then I had to rip out this a nice and gentle hook out of this deal. How people like this? And then I got to throw it back into the water. And it's just interesting. But see, what I'm doing is I'm leading my son, because he doesn't want to touch the fish. And I'm like, boy, you're going to learn to touch the fish. And so I just had to change my perspective. I had to go beyond my capacity. And how could I use this opportunity and just relax and just enjoy my mind just in a different state? So no disrespect to the fishing people. Don't see me, I'm going to be watching it on ESPN or something. But, and I'm never going to be claiming I'm a fisherman. I may roll out a T-shirt now. What is success to you? The one thing that I've been trying to help this one dude, and he just seems lost. I straight up punked this dude, and I'm trying not to be mean, and you may never tune back into the show, but that's all good, because I'm not really doing it for everybody. I'm doing it for the one. But this dude, I was like, yo, you're lost. You're confused. You're reactive and not proactive. You're not thinking ahead. If you got a big meeting coming up, or a meeting with a bank, and you got a tattoo on your neck, you might want to wear a turtleneck. No, I'm not trying to clown my homeboy, but I'm just saying, like, I remember for years and years, I would never be caught dead. You could never see my tattoos on me, because I knew the white collar people, they don't get it. They don't get it. They're conservative. They need to loan you money, but they worried that you're going to pay it back, and you got a tattoo, you might get another one, and you may not pay it back. I don't know what they thinking, but still, you got to play the game. Don't be lost. Don't be confused. This is a game. Don't be mad that somebody beat you. Don't be mad that you said game over, or you went down the wrong Tomb Raider and you fell off the cliff and you got to start all over again. Don't be confused. Don't be lost. Don't be reactive. I guarantee the folks that play video games, they know going down this one road is going to lead to a monster, so that so they got to back it up and go down another road. That's just like life. Take notes. Ask somebody, what have you been down this road before? Have you installed the heat and air system? Man, I'm telling you, I know so much about heat and air. I feel bad that I know enough. But it's the most expensive repair I have in the real estate world. Believe me, I learned what a capacitor does, or a limiter, or whatever the freak it is, and blah, 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 blah. Okay? Freon R22 410A, a plenum, copper line, voltage, tonnage. You got to know this stuff. Can you do it? I know I've been going off today. Something wrong with me. All right. Listen to the books, read the books, and you got to apply them. You need to learn to apply them. You need to make a decision. Are you all in? Are you playing? And you got to be passionate. You have to do it. You have to be the leader. You've got to be organized. You got to be committed. Nobody else will.
Thanks for listening to the Savvy Radio Show. Glide online and listen to our other motivating episodes at SavvyRadioShow.com. Connect on Twitter at LandlordBook, and always be buying assets.